Good morning. Today we'll start with the explanation of our poem Elegy written in a country churchyard. We'll begin with the seventh stanza. Oft did the harvest to their sickle yield, their furrow of the stubborn glebe has broke. How jocund did they drive their team afield, how bowed the woods beneath their sturdy stroke. Now here the poet is imagining kind of things which a person or the villager would have done if he was alive. Sickle is the instrument with which the farmer works in his fields. These people were country folks, and as said in the earlier stanzas that they were described rude, but since the title of the poem is Country Churchyard, it means that they were farmers and they had often harvested their crops with their sickles. Sickle, I have already told, is an instrument. It is like a curved knife, and the furrow is the long, narrow, shallow hole that you drop seeds into, and the glebe is an archaic word for farmland. So the farmers would have cut the furrow into the glebe using a plow, but if the ground is really hard to break into, it is described as stubborn because it is tough or it is hard. So the poet is trying to paint a picture of a plow cutting a furrow. The speaker imagines that the farmers were cheerful, jocund means cheerful, as they drove their teams of oxen or mules into the field of plough, means they were enjoying the work they were doing. The woods bowed to the stroke of their axes as they cleared the forests to make their farms. So here we find more personification, as the trees are said to be bowing in respect to the farmers rather than just falling down. Let not ambition mock their useful toil, their homely joys and destiny obscure, nor grandeur hear with a disdainful smile the short and simple annals of the poor. So here we again see that the poet is personifying ambition and grandeur in these lines. It is seen that he is using them as proper nouns or like names, and also because he says that they are not doing things that only people do. So why is he using personification? The speaker or the poet is trying to tell the readers that they should not mock the hard work or the homely simple pleasures of the unsung. Obscure means who are no longer known, destinies of these poor farmers in the graveyard. But he doesn't come out and tell the readers to lay off the mockery. Instead, he says that they should not allow ambition to mock them. He's sort of displaying the blame on ambition, which is personified. Regular people would not have mocked these honest guys, only ambitious. It means that only ambitious people would be that cruel to have forgotten these poor farmers. Maybe he doesn't want the readers to feel as though he's pointing a finger towards them. Same when the second two lines of the stanza, the speaker says that he should not allow grandeur or high social status to smile disdainfully or scornfully at the day-to-day life of the poor people. Annals means accounts, details. Again, it seems that the speaker is personifying grandeur to take the edge of this stanza so that it won't sound like he's scolding the readers. The boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all that beauty and all that wealth ever gave, awaits alike the inevitable hour. The paths of glory lead but to the grave. Now, here we come to know about the real reason why the speaker or the poet wants proud, ambitious, and grand people to that they should not make fun of the poor people in the churchyard, because we are all heading towards the same thing or the same day. Heraldry is the coat of arms associated with old aristocratic families, families with a coat of arms would embroider it on everything from their servants' coats to the outside of their carriage to the screen in front of the fireplace. Pomp here means proud. Meaningless ceremony, basically any ceremony designed to make people feel important that doesn't really convey any meaning. And last is inevitable, which means which can be avoided, which is unavoidable. Therefore, the speaker starts with a list. He says that if we are singing about our family's heraldry, the empty ceremony of being in position of power, the beauty that can be obtained from wealth, all these things are only waiting for the unavoidable, inevitable time which we cannot avoid. What time is it? It is the time of our death, which will lead all of us to the grave. Therefore, all this pomp and show or our ceremony of power, of wealth, are unavoidable, and because that the inevitable hour or the time of our death is waiting alike for all of us, and it will lead us to the grave. Thank you.